The story I'm about to tell is one that I can barely believe myself. It all happened a few years ago, but I must reassure you, this is a true story. It happened when I was on a field trip to a college with my high school science class. I never really had fit in with most people, so on the ride there no one really wanted to sit with me. I got stuck with this nerdy kid named Daniel who kept on flinching when I moved. Eventually they calmed down, and kept staring at their phone. I thought they were waiting for a text or call from a friend, but nothing ever happened. I heard people talking about how Daniel never actually smiled. They seemed emotionless unless they were flinching. When we finally reached the college, my teacher told us our buddies would be the people we were on the bus with. I sighed, and looked at Daniel. They were still looking down at their phone. I mentioned the buddy system, and all they did was nod. Our tour guide started showing us around the college, and showed normal things like the classrooms and dorm buildings. After a while I've lost track of Daniel, and when no one was looking I went to search for them. I finally found them at one point going into a dark classroom. I followed because if something happened to them I might get in trouble for not keeping an eye on them. The room was pretty dark like I said before, but I noticed another door at the back of the classroom. Being the dumb teenager I decided to check it out thinking it was a closet or something. It was actually a door leading to some stairs. I went down the stairs, and noticed writing on the walls. Scribbled on the walls were words like, "not alone," and, "always watching." When I finally reached the bottom I felt uneasy, and Daniel was sitting in the middle of this small room. The room itself was strange. It had walls that seemed like it was covered with tattered cloth or plastic. It smelled like dead fish, and again there were words scribbled on the walls. Some of which I could make out were the words, "not alone," and, "always watching," like I saw before, but there were also strange ones as well. Like a different language or code, of some sort. "Do you see it too?" Daniel looked at me, and I was obviously confused. Were they talking about the walls? Were they talking about the puddles on the floor? "You see the little girl?" I was confused by what they meant until they pointed at a wall. It looked like something invisible was writing on the wall. No, more like ripping lines into the cloth-covered walls. "I am dead," was written, and a childlike giggle followed. That's when I dragged Daniel out of there because I wasn't an idiot. Daniel and I have been friends ever since. I didn't remember that happening until a few days ago when Daniel reminded me about it. They told me they did some research on the college, and found out it used to be a children's hospital. I will never forget the chilling child's laughter or the note she left.